Madam Chair.
Honourable Ginny Andersen.
Madam Chair, I would like to specifically ask some questions of the Minister about a project in Lower Hutt, which he'll be familiar of considering he's the local MP there. It's one very close to my home and to where my children have grown up. It's the proposal for Windstone Aggregates, a division of Fletcher Concrete and Infrastructure, to be able to establish a new overburden disposal area adjacent to the existing quarry to enable the extraction of approximately 20 million cubic metres of aggregate, including land exchange with the Department of Conservation, Earthworks and establishing new access roads. I would particularly like to understand, the local Hill Road community group would also like to know what impacts that would have on the Belmont stream, which is a tributary to the Hutt River in which kids swim in.
Can I just ask the member, we're on part 2 around process, so if these questions are around process of what happens with the project, it's okay to use the project for an example. But I'd like you to stick to what is around the process.
In terms of the community consultation is what I was asking.
Yeah.
What engagement I would like to know from the Minister has he undertaken or proposes to undertake to inform the community that this will directly impact on. We have a natural environment here that is going to be substantially impacted on by 20 million cubic metres of aggregate being extracted, and from what I have understood in my communications since seeing this is that there's been no engagement with community groups and also those groups that are very active in terms of conservation in the area. So there are many people tuning in who would really like to understand what is the process for informing the community? What is the process for assessing the risks to the natural environment? What is the process for assessing the impacts on the natural environment? And in particular, what is the land exchange with the Department of Conservation that has occurred? That is of particular concern to the community because they have not been informed at all about what the land exchange that has occurred with the Department of Conservation. And it would be very interesting to understand what other correspondence or process has gone on for public notification for Department of Conservation land to be used to extract approximately 20 million cubic metres of aggregate from in and around that area. Madam Speaker, I would just like to ask further that if there has been no process of community engagement to date, that if the Minister could tell us what his process is to inform the community of this fast-tracked process and what ability do they have to be able to have some say in a significant local project which they have previously had absolutely no knowledge of.